It is often said that water is life. But what does this really mean? In our world today, water grows our food, drives our communities, water powers our cities, and energizes our industries. But in order to reach us, our water travels an incredible and in many ways challenging journey from its source, demonstrating the fact that water does not come from a tap.
Earth is covered 70% by water, but only 3% of that is fresh water, and only 1% of that is accessible for human use.
It is for this reason that in 2017, the Worldwide Fund for Nature in Zambia, WWF Zambia, ran the Journey of Water, a campaign that drew attention to the complexity of the Kafue Flat system, on which our supply of water depends, while also highlighting the importance of water for socio-economic development.
I'm expecting to learn a lot from this so that wherever I go, I can try and speak to one or two people. You know, it begins with one person. Change begins with me to another person.
The campaign centered on a 3-day physical journey through the Kafue catchment that aimed to introduce the Zambian people represented by some influential Zambians and the media to aspects of water's journey from source to tap.
It's a beautiful morning. We're about to start our day. I'm just looking forward to everything unfolding today, but hey, I'm ready for this.
Journey of Water!
Today is titled Journey of Water.
Let's go!
The Journey of Water attracted participation from water experts, communities, schools, private sector, and government leaders. Over 1 million people depend directly on the Kafue Flats for their livelihoods. Add to the fact that Lusaka derives 44% of its water from it, and you can understand how important it is that the Kafue Flats be preserved in the best condition possible for the sake of all.
As water, we cannot have any other industry around us. And as water, we cannot have any other activity.
It takes power to develop a nation. The Kafue Flats are responsible for generating 45% of Zambia's hydroelectricity. Industries like Nitrogen Chemicals of Zambia require this power to produce vital ingredients for the nation's continued development and as such play a key role in preserving our water. By adopting deliberate practices that ensure corporate stewardship of this resource, our corporate citizens can ensure sustainability that will unlock our nation's full potential.
Our appeal to the industry as a whole is that within their own confines, their own fences, they do a good job in terms of using and recycling and minimizing the amount of water that they use.
The many crops that feed our growing nation depend not just on rainfall, but also on irrigation by water from the Kafue Flats. In addition, the Kafue Flats services up to 20% of the national herd of cattle. Both subsistence and commercial farmers draw from the flats. Preserving this resource is crucial. Water is cities and a city is its people. And beyond the veneer of bustling malls and mansions, the majority of people living in the cities of developing countries like Zambia live in high-density communities where access to clean and usable water can be a challenge. Regardless of whether all of its residents have easy or more difficult access to it, the truth is, there can be no cities without water, and all citizens must be wise as to its use and conservation.
Sunga wino amenshai ayamanzi kuti yabwere so yachoke patapa ala kuli nchito isetapunzira vambiri tenze kukafiwe river kuona kwa yachokera manzi kwa mene sichintu chiri easy yayo apa manje nikumetu na shwati manzi tuwalolesha hapo wino ai muchinyanja mulanda tikuyasa mara mushemushe hai so make sure na bana mukamutuma osatira manzi chitiretire hai.
We have to take care of those areas where the water comes from. One of it is the Kafue Flats. We have got a few aquifers. We have got the wetlands and waterlands and the rivers. We need to protect this resource.
We have to work together and act to make sure that this supply of water is guaranteed.
Journey of Water 2017 was a reminder to us all of two fundamental truths. Water doesn't come from a tap, and water is everyone's business. Play your part in its conservation and preservation. Go to www.zambia.org.zm to find out what you can do to become a responsible water steward. WWF Journey of Water. Water is everyone's business.
I don't think this is something that needs to happen now and then just end. I hope that we all go back to our day-to-day lives, carrying that experience, those conversations, and actually respecting water and just
valuing it a little more
than we did before.